Welcome everybody. Now we are going to discuss a next combinational circuit, that is magnitude comparator. So what is use of magnitude comparator? The name itself indicate it is a combinational circuit that is used to compare magnitude of two number. Okay, so it will compare magnitude of two n-bit binary number. So let's assume that those numbers are A and B. So whenever we compare any two number, at that time there are three possibility. Either both numbers will be equal, or first number is less than second number, or first number is greater than second number. So that's why magnitude comparator has three output. So each output will correspond to one of these three cases. Okay, so if we have two number like A and B, then we will have these three possibility. Either A will be equal to B, or A is greater than B, or A is less than B. So that's why magnitude comparator has three outputs. So this is block diagram of magnitude comparator. And this first output is Y1, then suppose second output is suppose Y2, and suppose this third output is Y3. So if these two numbers are equal, if A and B are equal, what will happen in n-bit comparator? What will happen? So this output Y1 will be set to 1, then Y2 will be 0, and Y3 will be again 0. Why? Because A and B both are equal. So that's why this first output, which is corresponding to which case? Suppose A equal to B. So this particular output will be set to 1 and other outputs will be 0. Getting? Let's assume that A is less than B. So if A is less than B, what will happen? So this output will be 0. This output line will be 0 because it is corresponding to which case? A equal to B. So A is less than B. So in this case, what is going to happen? This next output will be 1. Okay, and this last output will be again 0. Now let's assume that A is greater than B. If A is greater than B, then first output of magnitude comparator will be 0, second output will be 0, and this third output, which is corresponding to this case, A greater than B, will be set to 1. So this is magnitude comparator. Okay, now let's try to design one-bit comparator. So what is one-bit comparator? It is a combinational circuit which will compare two one-bit number. Okay. Now this is block diagram of one-bit comparator. It will take two input A0 and B0, and it will have three outputs. So depending on magnitude of these two number, this one-bit comparator is going to activate one out of these three outputs. So here please try to understand what is A0. A0 is one-bit number. It is one-bit number, means it can have, A0 can have value either 1 or 0. Similarly, B0 is also one bit number, so it can have value either 1 or 0. Okay, so one bit comparator is going to compare these two numbers, and it will generate three output. First one is Y0, second one is Y1, and third one is Y2. So let's assume that Y0 correspond to which case? A equal to B. Y1 correspond to which case? A is less than B, and Y2 correspond to third case, that is A is greater than B. So now let's try to design this one-bit comparator. So one-bit comparator is one type of combinational circuit, and already we have seen how we design combinational circuit, which are different steps that we follow while designing combinational circuit. So first step is we obtain truth table. After obtaining truth table, we draw the K-map, and then from K-map we have to write simplified logical expression, and once we get simplified logical expression, then finally we draw the logic diagram. So let's try to follow same steps here. So first of all, what we have to do? We have to obtain truth table for one-bit comparator. So it is very easy. So let's see how this truth table can be designed. See, this will be the truth table for one-bit comparator. So there are two inputs, A0 and B0, and there are three output, Y0, Y1 and Y2. So by using two input, we can get total 4 input combination. So let's write those 4 input combination. So first combination will be 0 0, then 0 1, then 1 0, and then 1 1. Now consider first row. In first row, what is value of A and B? 0 0. Both are equal. So both are equal. So that's why Y0 should be 1 and remaining two output should be 0 0. Please try to understand Y0 correspond to which case? A equal to B. Now for first row, what is happening? A and B both are equal. So that's why Y0 will be 1 and remaining two outputs will be 0 0. Now consider next case. For next row, what is the value of A? A is 0. What is value of B? B is 1. Okay, so B is greater. So B is greater. So that's why this Y1 should be 1. Remaining two outputs should be 0 0. Why? Because this Y1 correspond to which case? B is greater than A. So in this case, whether B is greater than A? Yes. Then consider next row. For next row, what is value of A? 1. What is value of B? 0. So in this case, which is greater? Yes, A is greater than B. So A is greater, so that's why y2 should be 1 and remaining two output should be 0 0. Then consider last combination 1 1, so both are equal, so y0 should be 1 and remaining two outputs should be 0 0. So in this way we can design truth table for 1 bit comparator. So same truth table you will find here. Then what is next step? So after obtaining truth table, what is next step? From truth table we are supposed to draw the K-map. So what type of K-map we should use? 2 variable, 3 variable, 4 variable. So I told you that whenever we want to draw any K-map, whenever we want to use any K-map, then type of K-map will depend upon number of inputs that are present in given combinational circuit. So in this combinational circuit we have 2 inputs, so that's why we should use 2 variable K-map. Then how many 2 variable K-map? So it will depend upon number of output. So how many outputs are present in this combinational circuit? 3 outputs. So that's why we will require 3 K-map. 1 K-map for Y0, 1 K-map for Y1 and 1 K-map for Y2. So see, these are 3 K-maps. I have obtained this K-map from previous truth table only. Okay, so A0 and B0 are the inputs. Right, now this is K-map for Y0. Now if you observe this K-map, then you will come to know that in this K-map, grouping of 2 1, grouping of 4 1 is not possible. We have 2 separate isolated one. Okay, so that's why we have to make group of this isolated one. After making this group, what is next step? We are supposed to write term which is corresponding to each group. So here we have made group of 1, so that's why we should write product term for each and every group. So consider this group. So for this group, which will be the product term? So how we write that product term? So we have already seen just what we have to do. We have to check which variables are constant and which variables are changing for this particular group. So for this group, A0 and B0 both are constant, and what is value of A0 and B0? It is 0 0. So that's why here which will be the term that will correspond to this group? It will be A0 prime and B0 prime, A0 prime dot B0 prime. So same term is written here. Then consider this next group, which will be the product term that will correspond to this group. So say for this group, what is value of A0? 1. What is value of B0? 1. Okay, so I can say that A0 into B0 will be a term that will correspond to this particular group. Okay, so this is expression for Y0. Similarly, we can obtain expression for Y1 and Y2 from this truth table. So this. Now let's try to design 2-bit comparator. So what is 2-bit comparator? It is a combinational circuit which will compare two numbers, but what will be the size of each number? So size of each number will be 2-bit. In case of 1-bit comparator, we have seen that size of each number was 1 bit, and here size of each number will be 2-bit. So see, this is block diagram for 2-bit comparator. It will take two numbers. So first number is A and second one is B. So we have seen that size of each number will be 2-bit. Okay, so let's assume that first number contain 2-bit, that is A0 and A1. Second number again contain 2-bit, that is B0 and B1. Again here we will assume that A0 means LSB. Okay, and A1 means it is MSB. Okay, so here also B0 will be LSB and B1 will be MSB. So 2-bit comparator will compare the magnitude of this two number, and then it will activate one out of these three outputs. Now let's try to design this 2-bit comparator. So in order to design 2-bit comparator, again first of all we have to start with truth table. First of all we should obtain truth table. So let's see how this truth table can be obtained. So see, this will be the truth table for 2-bit comparator. So these are inputs A1, A0, B1, B0. Please try to understand. A1, A0 means one number, B1, B0 means other number. Okay, so we have 4 inputs and how many outputs? 3 output. As usual in case of comparator we have seen that there are 3 output, Y0, Y1, Y2. So let's assume that Y0 correspond to A equal to B, Y1 correspond to A less than B, and Y2 correspond to a third case, that is A greater than B. Now by using these 4 inputs, how many combinations are possible? 16 combination, 2 raised to 4, 16. The first combination will be all 0, then 0 0 1 0, after that 0 0 1 1 1 1 0, then 1 1 1 1. So in this way you should be able to write all these input combination. Now let us start with first row. So in first row, what is value of A? So A is 0 0. So see, this is our one number and this is our second number. So here what is value of A1 and A0? It is 0 0. B1 B0 is 0 0. So I can say that A and B both numbers are equal. So that's why Y0 will be 1 and next two outputs will be 0 0. Now consider next row. Here what is value of A? A is 0 0. What is value of B? B is 0 1. It is a binary number. Please try to understand. It is binary number. Convert it into decimal. So what is the decimal equivalent of 0 1? It is 1. So which is greater? B is greater. So B is greater. So that's why this output should be 1. Okay. And remaining two outputs should be 0 0. Then consider next row. 0 0 1 0. Right. So here A is 0. And what is value of B? B is 1 0. Again it is a binary number. Convert it into decimal. What is decimal equivalent of 1 0? It is 2. Okay, so 2 is greater than 0. So that's why here again B is greater. So B is greater means this output should be 1 and remaining two output should be 0. Then here 0 0 1 1. So whether they are equal? No. So this output will be 0. Then B is 1 1. B is 1 1. So I can say that B is greater than A. So B is greater than A means this output will be 1 and remaining output will be 0. Then consider next row. What will happen here? A is 0 1 and B is 0 0. So here I can say that A is greater. A is greater. So that's why Y2 should be 1 and remaining two output should be 0 0. Consider this row. What is A? 0 1. What is B? 0 1. Both are equal? Yes, both are equal. So here I will write 1 and here 0 0. What is value of A? A is 0 1. And what is value of B? Here B is 1 0. So which is greater? A is greater or B is greater? So what is value of A? 0 1. Convert it into decimal. 1. Okay, so if I convert 0 1 into decimal, I will get 1. So I can say that value of A is 1. What is value of B? So B is 1 0. B is 1 0. So convert this 1 0 into decimal, we will get 2. So which number is greater? B is greater. So B is greater. So that's why this output should be 1 and remaining output should be 0 0. Similarly, here A is 1 and B is 3. 1 1 means 3. So B is 3. So which is greater? B is greater. So again this will be 1 and remaining two outputs will be 0 0. Then here A is 1 0. So A is 1. A is 1 means here A is 1 0. B is 0 0. So here A is greater. Okay, A is greater. So that's why this output should be 1 and remaining two output should be 0 0. Then see here what is value of A? 1 0. 1 0 means it is 2. And what is value of B? B is 0 1. So 0 1 means 1. So A is 2 and B is 1. So which is greater? A is greater. So that's why this output will be 1 and remaining two output will be 0 0. Now see what is happening here. Both are equal. Here B is greater. So that's why this output will be 1. Remaining two outputs will be 0 0. Here A is greater, remaining to output 0 0. Here also A is greater, 0 0. Then here again A is greater, remaining outputs 0 0. Here both are equal, so 1 0. So same truth table is shown here. After obtaining truth table, what is next step? From truth table we should obtain K-map. So how many K-map? 3 K-map because there are 3 output. Again, what type of K-map? 2 variable, 3 variable, 4 variable. So type of K-map will depend upon number of inputs. So how many inputs are present in this truth table? There are 4 inputs: A1, A0, B1, B0. So that's why I must use 4 variable K-map. We will require 4 variable K-map for each output. And from that K-map, you are supposed to obtain minimized logical expression. And once we get that minimized logical expression, then final step is logic diagram. So remaining things are left for your exam.